Dexter, Season 3, Episode 4, titled All in the Family. And this episode, once again, it's like an okay episode, really. Because what you have here is, once again, of a storyline that I personally felt a bit tiresome, really. I felt a bit, like, meh over it. And that's the Freebo thing about, okay, Freebo's dead, what we do with the body, now let's tell, we need to tell Miguel's brother, do we not? And it feels like something that you could have easily dealt with in a couple of, like in episode 3 or something. Because it just felt so dragged on. It felt like, okay, let's move on with the story. I mean, right now, we have the Stinner storyline. Let's deal with that. I mean, the Stinner storyline is let's focus on that. Let's follow the friendship between Dexter and Miguel in a very interesting, fleshed out way. Let's do that, except just doing stepping stones, which is what this friendship is. And I like this friendship that has been grown in these 4 episodes, but it just felt so, it still feels so like beginning stages. And it's like, come on, let's keep this gear moving. I mean, the stuff I really like from this episode is the crime of this episode, which is a jealous, the woman who loves you but you don't know them, and they saw you in the shop and they kill you when you told them to leave and all that. And that one, I mean, it's pretty well done, because you got Deborah trying to be understandable and trying to be clear, trying to be all these things, and then you got Quinn kind of just like, hey, can you I'll take some coffee. I'll have a coffee, and we'll just collect, we'll collect one of the shirts. And clearly that was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, again, she's crying, but now he's being like the witness whisper, as they put it. And at the end, it's really, you understand Deborah doesn't really have a life outside of work. So the moment someone kind of whips that away and does something else, she's like, what the fuck? I'm trying to do my fucking job. Why do you do this? Give me the heads up of it. And it's really interesting. It's really interesting seeing it fall out in that place. But the most comedic part is this whole thing of Dexter trying to, let's say this. Dexter trying to approach Rita with engagement to marry her, and he's like, "Well, we have a baby, that means we have to get married." It's like, Dexter, how? I know you're bad at social cues, but seriously, Leighton Williams, like, do you know why people get married? Like, yeah, but because if we have Joy Woos and all that, and we have the insurance and all that kind of stuff. Like, dude, no. Every time he throws marriage at, like, let's get married, it just comes very comedic, because it's like, no, it's a 4-letter word, and it's the reason why people get married, not because they have a kid or it makes financial sense, because that's the case. Everyone would be doing it. Actually, people are doing it. Probably are doing it. But anyway, all that. But it's just very convenient. And one thing I have to say this is, Rita gets fired from her job for basically being aggressive towards a customer, basically a pain of a customer, and who's like, the brochure said that the sun will rise from, and the room's too bright, the brighter room, what's the brightest room, and all that kind of stuff, and Rita's kind of saying, like, being a bitch isn't going to do anything, and she gets fired for that. And I'm like, and of course all the clues of being married, being pregnant. And in my head, I'm like, would you tell your boss that you're pregnant? And then the mindset is not their business, but at the end of the day, it's like, hey, they know the reasons why you're maybe being, you're puking, rushing to the bathroom. There's a reason why you are this, and this. They know why you might be a little bit snappy at the customers when they're a pain in the ass. We know that. There's that mindset in my head, like, would you tell? Like, question, would you tell your boss that? And definitely, we tell customer service type of job that Rita has. So it's very oddly placed here. But yeah, I mean, I found it a meh episode because the whole thing of let's tell the girls about it, should we not? It was most of the episode, and I just felt over it.